Within the last 5 years of my life, I went to several Indianapolis Colts games, and one of those games, I sharted in the stands, and I was in some shorts, and it was a problem because I stood up, and my lady was like, "Yo, kid, what happened?" What's going on, buddy?
In typical fashion, I leave in the morning to go to Alabama for 8 days, and I have not done one goddamn thing to prepare for that trip. I have no clean underwear left. I have not washed a single fucking dirty item. My floor in my bedroom is covered with fucking dirty clothes that I need to wash tonight. We're going to be going to a range and shooting some shit and blowing some shit up. I don't have any of my gun stuff ready, my ammo pack, none of that stuff. I am so fucking last minute. It drives me crazy.
Can I help you? Can I help you right now?
If you
Fuck washing all that stuff, dude. Just do this. Roll by Walmart on the way out of town. Pack of socks, a pack of undies, pack of undershirts, maybe a fucking pack of tees, bro. A couple plain colored tees and your LB jerky, and you're good to go, homie. I mean, it depends on how much you're penny pinching, but I'm saying this will be a $40, $50 purchase to just really solve all the issues and go to bed comfortably.
You know what you forget about sometimes when you film a documentary or something like that is clothing. You said plain tees. Nailed it. Like you forget how much logoed shit you wear that doesn't belong to you, don't have copyright for or licensing rights for. So yeah, you have to wear as much blank shit as possible. Now, fortunately, I just have a new supply of Guns Blazin Podcast merch, which I can load up on that because we own that shit. But anything else, I don't have the fucking rights to be showing off a camera, and my editors are going to have to be fucking digitize and blurry shit for hours.
Yeah, so that's the move. You wear your Guns Blazin Podcast stuff. By the way, guys, store's wide open.
Wide open.
Get in there, grab something, support the homies. And then just go swoop up a couple packs of undies and socks, dude, and pack undershirts and tees. Peace. Go wash some sweatpants or jeans or whatever the fuck, dude. And you're good to go.
I've worn this pair of underwear right here for the last 4 days, probably. I haven't had time. So there's a good chance I'm going to be traveling with a rash, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, 4 days.
Well, I mean, after this many rashes, one kind of gets used to it, right? Like, you're good with it.
And it's at my age too. I don't know why, but the farts leave evidence behind.
A lot more dust.
Yeah. I remember when I was younger, not a problem, but now,
yeah,
it's like you almost can count the amount of times I farted in a pair of underwear just by closely examining them. You know how you can tell the age of a tree by its rings? Like you can look at the crotch of my underwear and just count the rings. You're like, oh, and 7
how many
farts.
Days? Oh no. It's 10 farts per ring to leave the ring. So we're looking at a good 60, 70 farts on a 5-day-old. Now, again, this is why they call it dusty. Hey, you dusty old fart. That's because farts get dusty.
They do.
As you cross the threshold of 40 years old.
Yeah. I think your body is less good at breaking things down that you eat and drink as you get older. So there's a little more leakage, if you will.
There's more dust off the walls of the intestine. Like there's more dust in there. Shit's aged, You pop one off, guess what's going? Some debris, bro. Debris.
I love that you could count the rings of a pair of underwear and figure out how old they are, how many days you've worn them. That's fucking. And
if you also, fun fact, if you take those underwear to a old school developer of pictures, like a photography guy, he can develop those underwear into a bag of shit. So that's a little fun thing I ran across one time in my travels.
Nice. It's a little gross, but you ever have to you're out in public and you SHART or whatever, like you think you're just gonna fart and then you're like, damn it, and then have to either make a decision to go to a public restroom and throw those sons of bitches away, or put them in the sink and then air dry. Like, you ever been in that position before?
Well, you know what? It's funny you bring that up. I'm going to go ahead and have a little confession. Within the last 4 years of my, I don't know, 5 years of my life, I went to several Indianapolis Colts games. And one of those games, I sharted in the stands. And I was in some shorts. And it was a problem because I stood up and my lady was like, yo, kid, what happened? She caught a whiff. So I had to go to the bathroom. And I'm standing in the stall. I clean my ass up, right? And I get all cleaned up and and then I have to take these underwear off at Colt Stadium in a public. And it was packed, bro. It wasn't like it was empty. Okay. It was probably 40 people in that motherfucker. And I'm in there with it was a very awkward feeling standing in a stall with 40 dudes around. I'm standing there, I got my shirt and my undershirt on, but I had to take my shorts and underwear off because I had to throw away the underwear. So I'm standing in a stall like at one point for a small fraction of time with just shoes on and a shirt, which is a very weird feeling. Like standing around just bottomless with a shirt and shoes on, it's awkward, dude. And especially when you know you're in there and you're like, oh, I got to take this pair of underwear now in my hand, balled up. After I put my shorts back on with no underwear on and throw them away in that trash can on the door on the way out, bro. And then wash my hands and then go out again. It was not the best. It wasn't my best.
The worst one I had. All right. I don't even know if I can call it a shart. I may have to call it a full-blown halfway shit my pants. But I was patrolling, and it was probably 4 a.m, way out in the middle of BFE. Like I'm probably the only cop working in a 3-county radius, at least outside of town.
Yeah.
Policing. So I'm probably 25, 30 minutes away from the sheriff's department. That's my only, everything shuts down in this area like at 11 p.m. Like until I get to town, and then maybe I can find a hotel or something. But I can feel it coming on. I'm like, oh, I'm in a bad spot, man. I'm in a bad spot. So I'm driving as fast as I can down these county roads. Like, just got to make it to the sheriff's department. Just got to make it to the sheriff's department. Holding as long. I'm in pain. I'm sweating. My stomach is gurgling. I'm like, oh no, man, I got bubble gut. This is bad. So as soon as I hit my parking spot and I open the door to step out, too late. He just lets go. And I'm like, God damn it. So I'm squeezing my ass cheeks together. And I make it to the sheriff's department. I hit the code to get in the door. I walk inside. I go straight to the bathroom. And I'm like, these fucking underwear are done. They're done. So I throw them away. I clean myself up. And then I fucking have a whole rest of my shift that I have to work. And I'm now probably 25, 30 minutes from my home. So I start making it to my house, try to get a pair of underwear. I get a fucking call that somebody's breaking into this building. So I fucking take off and have to go to this building. And I'm like bare-assed. I'm free-balling, and which is the worst thing because those trooper pants are the most uncomfortable polyester blend fucking thing ever to touch your skin. So my balls are rubbing against this fucking horrible polyester blend pants. And then you have shirt stays, right? So there's a little secret why sometimes police officers that take care of themselves have such clean pressed shirts all the time. You clip on these shirt stays, these elastic bands at the bottom of your shirt, and you run them down your leg and clip them to your socks, and it keeps your shirt tight the whole time, right? So I got those on, and once I'm in my car and I'm driving, these things are grabbing every hair that I have on my ass and just like twisting them and pulling them out every time I fucking move. So I get out to this call. The business owner has come because his alarm went off, and he's out there with his wife and his son. And I get out and I'm just so uncomfortable. And I'm like, all right, what's going on? He's like, the alarm went off, and I don't get any false alarms. So I think someone has broken in. The back door is possibly ajar according to the sensors. So I'm like, all right, fuck. I got to clear this whole fucking building now. So they call out the local town marshal. So I wait for backup for him to get there. And then I'm going through and clearing this house. And dude, every time literally I turn a corner or move, it's like somebody grabbed a handful of ass hair and just ripped it Every step, every turn I take. And I'm like, ugh. He's like, what is it? And I'm like, nothing, man, nothing. I ate some bad Taco Bell. So I finished clearing it, and there's nobody in there. It was just a false alarm or some animal set it off. And I finally get home to change my fucking put new underwear on. And I have like an hour and a half left of my shift. So I just sat there. I didn't even leave. I just sat there. I'm like, I'm just going to do paperwork in my apartment. And wrote out my shift. It was miserable, dude. I was like, from now on, I would always keep an extra pair of underwear in my trunk of my patrol car. Always.
That's a good
whole
idea,
bag.
dude.
Yeah. Even like just in case, I'm gonna put an extra pair of uniform pants in.
Yeah.
There. I don't know how bad it's gonna get next time.
Dude, that's a rough one.
Horrible.
You don't think about that shit. I'm just like, that happens to so many people. I bet. I wonder what do you think the national average is for adults 20 to 50 that shit themselves on a regular basis, like that, at least annually?
Oh yeah, it's got to be 50%. I mean, if you go out in public any amount of time at all.
You used to wait 50% what?
50% of people have sharted bad enough they've had to either go home and change or just throw away their underwear.
My favorite clip of all time, some guy was walking and dropped a couple of shit nuggets in the mall, and then some other guy came up off the escalator and slipped on it. Have you seen that one? That guy dropped 2 shit nugs out, which means it wasn't even that, like, he must not have been hurting that bad. He just wanted to be an asshole, right?
Right.
And then he fucking nonchalantly, the next guy just rolls in there, like right after him, steps off the escalator right onto that shit bomb and takes a dive, bro. And he's like, what is this, dude? What did I just slip on in the mall? And it's human shit from some dude that looks like he's from like Eugene, Oregon or something. Yeah, like on the short running shorts. Like, I don't know, bro.
Dirtbag. You just let that roll out. Like you just pull it to the side and just let it roll out. I mean, goddamn, go to the fucking bathroom, bro. What are you trying to do?
But how did this guy know that it was just going to be a little buddy like that? Like, I would never know what's going to what's going to happen here. I don't know, man. You never know what's going to, like, for this guy to be that confident that just a couple of nugs were going to pop out like he's a little fucking duck just dropping eggs as he walks along.
What are you, a deer? Do you shit in little balls that you can perfectly control how you let go?
Just imagine the mindset on that is that you're going up the escalator, taking shit in a mall, bro, while you walk.
And a dude slips and falls in it.
Pig, dude. What a piece of dirt.
Yeah. You got to control your diet, too. Like, I mean, good for him, I guess, that it's that firm, that it will form up and that you can just drop it like it's a
dude.
hot
Some
rock.
other guy was hitting him with a 6-iron. It was wild, bro. They were firm nugs.
Oh shit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have that control. I'm a volume guy. Volume, like it's I mean, it's going to be one continuous run, a pile, if you will. I don't do the little individual chunks. I don't know. He must but if you're a vegetarian, the way you described him, the guy's probably a vegan. Maybe that's what happens.
You never know, bro. High protein and shit. Well, broccoli and cauliflower, bro.